Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm just going to be doing a short recap / review of the movie Gremlins. The movie starts off with this dad trying to find his son a birthday present when he discovers the cutest thing on the face of the earth, Gizmo. The dad insists on buying it, but the guy tells him it's not for sale. But then the guy's grandson sneaks the dad out back and gives him the gremlin box. Then it flashes to the credits and we realize that Steven Spielberg is helping produce this. Maybe that's why I liked it so much. A couple minutes afterward, we get introduced to one of my least favorite characters from the movie, Mrs. Deagle, and she says these horrible things about the main character's dog.
It'll be quick and painless compared to what I could do to him.
When Billy gets home, and yes, this guy's name is Billy, his dad awaits him and tells him to go in the living room because he has a Christmas present for him. And the present is a gremlin. The gremlin, named Gizmo, quickly gets settled into his new home, and he has it made. I'm talking laying back, watching TV kind of made. I think I even saw a bag of potato chips. Then the friend or brother, I don't really know, idiotically spills a glass of water onto Gizmo, which we later find out makes the gremlins multiply. Then the little fuzzy ball thingies start to grow into gremlins, and now we have a bunch of these things all over the place. After a while, everyone gets settled down. Well, at least Gizmo, because all the other gremlins are screaming like crazy, and Billy doesn't know why. But then he realizes they're hungry, so he looks at the clock, and it's not past midnight yet, so he goes to get them some chicken. Oh yeah, and I forgot to tell you guys, you're not supposed to feed them after midnight. Then the gremlins become this really gross egg-looking thing, and poor Gizmo has to witness the whole thing happen. Then one of Billy's scientist friends, who happened to have one of the eggs, noticed that the box containing his egg was moving uncontrollably. The scientist dude tries to deal with the thing, but before he can, it's too late. He's killed by the gremlin. By now, the mama's already caught on with what's happening, so she decides to deal with it. There's this really violent but hilarious scene with the mom beasting out on the gremlins, but I'm afraid I can't show it to you guys since it might scare some viewers. After Billy's mom is almost killed by the gremlins, he goes to tell the police the situation. But of course they don't believe him, just like any other horror comedy. Now the gremlins are ready to cause some real chaos, and there's this really funny scene with the bulldozer, but I'm not going to show the whole thing to you guys because you're too lazy to watch the movie. Next up, the gremlins attack Mrs. Deagle's house. While watching it, I remember thinking to myself, whoa, that's funny, the gremlins can be good. And when Mrs. Deagle tries to use her stair lift, she's left with quite a surprise. I remember I was laughing my eyeballs out, it was so funny. It was quite a riot. Next up, the gremlins cause havoc at a local bar. You had gremlins smoking cigarettes, gremlins drinking beer, and one gremlin even ripped open his shirt. Some of the gremlins are even watching Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and they love it. Billy attempts to blow up the theater and all the gremlins inside it, although he, of course, is caught by the gremlins. Meanwhile, Stripes, the main villain of the movie, eyes a candy shop and gets out of the theater right before it explodes. Although Billy and his girlfriend have the same exact idea. While Gizmo and Kate are busy doing their own thing, Stripes and Billy come face to face and they begin to duke it out. But Gizmo quickly takes notice, and there's this very cute sequence of him driving through the candy store. And after a while of hard work, they finally, and I mean finally, kill Stripes. And if you thought this was a happy ending, well, you're wrong, because the Chinese guy comes back and he takes Gizmo with him. And what I thought about the movie? I thought it was great. I loved everything about this movie. The acting was great, the special effects were great, the casting was great, everything was just perfect. So if you're a fan of horror comedies like Ghostbusters, I suggest you check this one out. It's really funny and I think you guys would love it.